What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We got an unboxing. Strolite. That's right, Strolite. So let's open it up. Company sent me this light. We're doing a teenager's bedroom remodel, and they thought this might be this might come in handy. So let's take a look. Yo, Sonny! All right, let's see here. That's right, it's a Strolite. It's a ceiling fan with a light. This is the user manual. We call it a Fandelier. That's right, Fandelier. All right, so let's see what we have in the box here. Comes with the hanging bracket, like any ceiling fan. These seem to be crystals or something. I'll put those aside. Looks like the cap. We have some extension rods here. So if you have a high voltage ceiling, you would use the extension. And in this case, we have an 8-foot ceiling. We're going to use the smaller of the two. Got some other hardware, another cap. Let's see what we got here. And this disc here, we'll see what this is for. Ooh, look at this. Nice. Comes with your hardware. Yep, comes with a remote control. Let's take a look at this guy here. Packaged pretty well. It's not that heavy. This is what we have here. All right, so we got the main light here. So let's start putting it together and see what we have. To each one of these, like this, all the way around. So let's take a look and we'll see what we have. We're gonna take one of these balls and we're gonna screw it right into this nut to hold them in place. And I'm gonna do one at a time all the way around the Fandelier. Just a quick note, when you're installing these flowers, you're gonna see the washer. If you turn it over, they're more prominent, the little teeth or the things that connect the crystals. So you want to have this part facing in so you don't see that metal framing so much. Okay, that's all. All right, so when you're putting them in, like I said, you put it into the nut there. You take this little ball. You want to just get this started, go nice and easy. You want to do it hand tight, as tight as you can get it. And they do stay on pretty snug. Just like that. And we're going to continue to go all the way around. All right, so this is what it looks like completed all the way around. It's pretty cool. So now we're going to proceed with the installation. All right, so if you're hanging this thing and you have a vaulted ceiling, you can actually use the extension piece with the connector. But because we're dealing with your typical 8-foot ceiling, we're only going to use this smaller one. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your wire, you're going to unravel it. You have a cotter pin here with a little pin. You're going to pull this cotter pin out. You're going to pull this pin out, put this aside. So you're going to take your wire. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take one of these caps. You're going to put the cap into here. I believe it's this one here. Okay, just like this. Then you're going to take the wiring, you're going to feed it up through the stem. You're going to set this in place, and then you're going to have to loosen this little screw here, just so this will go into place. You're going to take the pin with the cotter pin that was in place. You're going to reinsert it, line up the whole of that stem and all the way to the other end. You're going to put the cotter pin back in, just like that. And then this part will go down to hide all that, okay? Now we're going to take this bracket. This is what hangs from the ceiling. We're going to go mount this into the ceiling. I'd like to mention that this screw that you loosened, you want to just tighten this up nice and firm. And then you'll proceed to put that down. Okay. All right, one thing I want to explain is you have to take the screw off of this also. Once we have the mount up at the ceiling ready, you want to take the screw out of this. You want to lower this guy. You want to take the pin out. You want to take this guy out for a minute. And we're going to lower this in place like this. Okay, and we're going to lower this guy in place upside down because this is what's going to cover the ceiling. Okay, and then we're going to take our piece and put it back in place. We're going to grab this pin, put the pin back in place, raise this up like that, and we're going to put the screw back in on the side here. Just have to get it to go. And you're going to give this, you're going to tighten the screw down. Okay. All right, so this is the fixture we're going to be replacing. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this one off. Always make sure you turn the power off, okay? Get a screwdriver here. Loosen these screws. Some of these, if you loosen them just enough, you can turn them. Then you get to your electrical wiring, okay? What I like to do is make sure, get yourself a tester, touch your wires, make sure you have no power. Once you have no power, we can take these down and remove our fixture. We're going to put this bracket up in place first, and because we have an existing metal gang box and it is rated for a ceiling fan, we don't have to do wood screws or any of the mollies for concrete. You're going to take the provided screws they give you, and you're going to install some washers on this end, like this. Wires through. We're going to line this screw up with the existing hole. Remember to use the washers. We're going to screw this side in. Okay. Have these wires hanging out like this. Let's get our ground wire through there too. Just like this. All right, so you're just going to pull the ground off. You're going to open up your ground that you have up in the ceiling. You're going to add these. You're going to add your green from the fixture to your ground. Then you're going to put this up inside. Tuck it up. Get it up out of the way. Okay? Now we're going to hang the fixture by the ball, and we're going to wire it. All right, so you got the bottom piece, you got the top, and you got the cap that's going to cover the ceiling up here. So now what you're going to do is, you see this little ball inside, this half circle? You're going to lift it up on an angle, and you're going to catch it in here and hang it inside here with your wiring to the side, okay? Just like this. You're going to come up on an angle. You're going to get up inside. Hold on a minute. And you're going to hang it right in place. Okay? You understand? Now we're going to take our wiring I'm going to tie my black and white wire with wire nuts. I'm going to stick the wire nuts back inside, and I'm going to lift this up and screw the cap on to cover the components, the wiring inside the ceiling. And here we go, the completed project. The Strolite, we call it a Fandelier. That's right, it's a chandelier with a fan built in. Take a look, it's got multi-colors. You can dim the lighting. Very cool. And let's check out the fan speeds. We have a 6-speed drive on this Fandelier. This would be speed 1. Actually, speed 6. Let's go down to speed 1. Reduces the speed instantaneously. This is great for any teenage room remodel. Check out the link below where you can purchase your own Strolite Fandelier. It's a great looking piece. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will catch you definitely on the next one. Strolite.